some doors don't open outward, they open inward. And when you look through, something looks back. Every culture on earth warns about forbidden knowledge. The spells you shouldn't read, the rituals you shouldn't attempt, the ghosts you should not summon, the questions you shouldn't ask the universe, because the answers might come from somewhere that isn't kind. Kind of like a movie, you know? Some knowledge protects you and some marks you. And once you've been marked, the thing on the other side doesn't forget your face. Today we're talking about the places we're not meant to touch, the knowledge we're not meant to hold, and the entities or intelligences that might seem to notice the moments we go digging, looking for things. Across the world, ancient warnings sound the same. Don't speak its name. Don't open that box, right? Don't ask the dead what they remember. These aren't just poetic, they're superstitions, they're guardrails, boundary lines, and every old tradition has its own version of the forbidden. The Tibetan book, Black Book, rumored to contain rituals that invite something to stand behind you while you sleep. Celtic thin words, phrases said to open a crack between this world and the next, a crack you can't always close. The Benin ancestral rites that warn if you call the spirits improperly, you summon the hungry ones instead. Every culture learned the same lesson the hard way. Some doors don't care if you're open them on purpose. They only care that they're open. People think danger comes from doing a ritual the wrong way. But the danger really starts with the interest itself. In paranormal circles, you'll hear the same story from people who've dug deeply into forbidden subjects. I hadn't even done anything yet, but something changed after I started researching. Not haunted objects, not cursed places, haunted knowledge. Examples. The name you shouldn't say. A scribe wrote that a certain entity knows that the sound of its own name, even when spoken in thought. He described being watched for 2 weeks afterward. He died scribbling the same sigil over and over again.
That's creepy.
The monastery student, a monk, read a single page of a hidden text. Every night afterwards, he heard footsteps outside his cell. He told his teachers, something knows I saw it. They burned that page. It's also the Reddit researcher. The guy dug too deep into the black-eyed children origin stories. He never summoned anything, never called anything, but he reported knocking on his door for 5 nights straight.
When you said the black-eyed children,
Yeah.
my brain said the black-eyed peas.
Yeah, I do that too. Curiosity is a beacon, a light in the dark, period, and something moves towards it. Some places don't need rituals. They are the ritual. Anywhere the veil is naturally weak, places of death, trauma, ancient worship, or electromagnetic anomalies, the rules get blurry. People report seeing figures before they see the place, hearing whispers as if the land is remembering, feeling watched the moment they think about going there, and dreams about the location before they ever visit. There's a place in Chicago like that. It's like a farmhouse gets seen at a grave site, at a grave next to a graveyard. And like people will see this house and it's like it disappears, you know. It's not there, but they're like, oh, we saw a barn house there, you know. It's very strange, and it doesn't exist. But yeah, off the subject, one time when I was a teenager, I did try to, I delved into this text that told how to summon a demon to do your bidding, and I started doing it, and you had to take a piece of silver and do incantations in the moonlight and cover it with felt and put it in a box. And then I started doing this ritual And luckily I stopped halfway through and I was like, well, like, why am I doing this? Like,
Yes, he's scary.
so, yeah, like, I throw this into the fire at the end and, like, I'm supposed to have a demon come forward. Even the text says that you can't really control a demon. It's not going to be, like, nice to you or anything. It's going to be...
terrifying.
Yeah.
Why
like,
would you want that?
Like, you have to force it to do your bidding, and I stopped. I was like, I'm not gonna, I think it's a bad idea,
You think?
Let's put a kibosh on this one, I'm glad I never did it, but when you're a teenager, you do stupid stuff. You think you can, play with things that you can't play with,
I can say honestly, as a teenager, I never thought like, you know what, I'm gonna summon a demon.
Yeah, I was always a weirdo. Anyway.
I was too though, but I was never like, today we'll summon it.
Yeah, I read all sorts of stuff though. It's interesting knowledge,
Mm-hmm.
The forbidden knowledge here isn't a spell, it's the geography itself. For instance, places, like I just talked about. The suicide forest in Japan, visitors talk about being followed through the trees,
It's so creepy.
but never seeing who it is. Some say the forest tries to learn your voice. The Skinwalker territory in the Navajo Nation, locals insist that certain stories attract attention just by being told incorrectly. Not summoned, noticed. The Bennington Triangle in Vermont, disappearances cluster there. Hikers describe hearing their own names called and their own voices. Then places don't hide what lives there. They hide that they're watching you back.
That's so creepy. It's
Yeah.
so creepy. All of it.
Yeah, I totally get that though. I here's the truth that most people miss. People don't get punished for seeking forbidden knowledge. They get noticed. Entities like spirits, gods, echoes, whatever you want to call them, don't care about morality. They care about attention and intention, about connection, about permission, and even accidental. The moment you seek them, the moment you try to understand them in the eyes of something ancient, you've already agreed to be found. So once they found you, the question becomes, if you want to keep going, what are you prepared to give to keep learning? Because forbidden knowledge always asks for something in return. Whether it's your sleep, your luck, your peace, or just your sense of being alone in a room. The things on the other side do not give without taking.
Yeah, I'm not willing to give up any of that. Thank you, though.
Some scary stuff, right? There are two kinds of knowledge in the world, the kind that makes you wiser and the kind that makes you watched. The universe isn't empty, it's full. And some corners are full of things that have been waiting for a very long time for someone to look their way. So be careful what you searched for. Be careful what you read. Be careful what questions you whisper into the dark, because the night might whisper back and it might use your name. So
Just so everybody knows, I would throw up.
This has been Extended Kevin's Corner. Don't throw up. Stay spooky though. And I'll see you next time.